Rich Rising family, it's your brother from another motherland, Mr. Mikhail, the energy. Right now, we're outside getting you in the spiritual game, family. I'm really excited because this September, I'm going to be opening up the spiritual game hub, family. This is going to be a school platform dedicated to getting you guys in the spiritual game. The spiritual game is all facets of your life, family. One common mistake people make when it comes to spirituality is thinking that it's only dealing with esoteric energies. Your physical world is a part of your spiritual game. Your material experience is a part of your spiritual game. Your mental health is a part of your spiritual game. Your physical health is a part of your spiritual game, family. And how they harmonize is the game itself. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I am a student and teacher of the 11 laws of the Spirit, the Pa'u Neteru, as written by Ra'unefa Amen. That is the foundation to the work that I do, specifically because I've seen that it's the most accessible framework for us to practically engage with our spiritual nature and to do something about it. Too many of us are great readers. Too many of us are great researchers. Too many of us are great activists in highlighting a problem, conversing on the problem, holding space for a problem, but not actually living within the solution. And today, family, the path that I'm walking, I don't know about anyone else, but I am 100% focused on livable solutions, family. And that's what the Spiritual Game Hub is going to be about. So, if you're seeing this, get ready to get in the game, family. Yes, because it's early days and I got a lot in store for you. Again, one thing that I've seen and what makes me lean on this so much is, as a coach, I'm a spiritual coach, and I have the privilege and honor of coaching so many different kinds of people. And the powerful thing about being a coach, a teacher or a leader is that you get to be also a student of everybody as well. You know, the people that I coach are also teaching me a lot about myself, about the world, about how I can best serve people. And one of the things I learned, like, I teach millionaires who live in Los Angeles, and I teach and coach people who use cows as assets. You know what I'm saying? People who farm as a way of living in Kenya, for example. And, you know, one could be earning anything north of 3.5 million a year, and the other could be earning anything from £70, the equivalent of £70 a month. One lives in some villa, duplex, complex, whatever you want to call them, mansions by the sea. The other lives in a manyata, or what is known to the outside world as a mud hut. Again, two individuals living extremely different lifestyles and have extremely different perspectives on life and the world. Me being the mean between them, I see so much commonalities. I see so much things that cross over on each side. And that is the essential human experience. The number one thing that I see with everyone I coach, whether they're a multimillionaire or whether they earn £70 a month doing crop farming, like, You cannot escape your spiritual game. Let me turn around. You cannot, regardless of how much money you make, no matter what accolades you get from the world, no matter who your parents are, how connected you are, if you're a bad man, bad gal, like if you're poor, broke, rich, you cannot escape the call from the spirit. And that has been the number one reason why I have the client retention that I do. The number one reason why people come to me. And I never share who I coach with unless they share. But everyone is in need of this, is my point. Everyone, regardless of how they present to the world, you cannot escape the call from the spirit. And it can be the most devastating thing to people who have made material success in the world and haven't been given the opportunities to sit with themselves in this intimate way spiritually. Everyone needs balance. It's what's so beautiful about that is the person who has spent the last 20 years sitting with themselves spiritually, their spiritual game is about being grounded in the material world, getting the best out of the material world, allowing what they've learned to bring them favor and fortune and wealth to support the economics of their spiritual life. You see, then the person who spent all their life on the money, the person who spent all their life getting to the bag, as we say, the person who spent all their life, making sure that the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. That person needs some intimate time with themselves. They need time with the energies, with the ancestors, with the God that's moving their entire framework. And often those people don't get that time. And so I, as a spiritual coach, find myself coaching both sides of the coin. And because of that, it's given me a great insight into the universal needs of people. And that's why I've created the Spiritual Game Hub, family. Go to thespiritualgame.com and sign up for my community, family. It's going to be kicking off in September. Right now, I am letting people sign up for £50 only. Only. As in, once you pay that, you are in and you're going to be receiving all the courses, the games that I put on there, the programs, the live lectures that I do on a weekly and monthly basis, the themed and specialized programs that I'm going to be doing where I invite some of my leaders in my spiritual health community to come and teach women, men, elders. I'm really excited about this, family. And like I said, it's open right now and it's just £50. So I should stop saying £50. It's like $50, which is like, I don't know, £35 or whatever. Right? It's $50. But once that kick off, family, it's not going to be that way, and it's going to be on a monthly subscription, okay? Because again, there's importance. I'm building economics around this calling. As of now, family, one of my main missions, I have two missions right now. One is to show my service providers, my wellness practitioners, my creatives, the people who are into the spiritual health lifestyle. Those people who spent the last 20 years doing the work, doing the research, learning, gaining skills, understanding nature, the nature of human beings, the minds, astrology, the body, etc., etc. Those people need to have a much bigger presence, a more active presence online. They need to, what I've seen that they need is they need to understand how to package and offer and sell what it is that they do, because they have all these skill sets that can really transform people's lives, but they don't know how to communicate what they do. They don't know how to present what they do. They don't know how to attract and connect with the people that are going to buy, that are praying for these kind of solutions. That's another thing that we don't realize, is that there are things that there are knowledge that you have that's now an unconscious competence. Like, you're so into it that it's a second nature to you, that someone is praying for those skills. Someone's praying for that solution in their life. Like, what you know about the human body, the hacks you know about the mind, what you know, how you know, what you know that astrology can do for someone in their practical life, or how you know how to build the body or to cleanse the body, or what you know about the womb, the yoni, what you know about sexual health, what you know about African spirituality, family. Someone is praying for that wisdom, and they're currently praying to God or asking their ancestors for that wisdom. And do you know how God answers prayers? Do you know how the ancestors inspire us? Through other human beings, through the likes of you. You are someone's answered prayer right now. You are someone's answered prayer. Someone's praying and they're on their knees, or they're by their altar, and they're meditating on the things that they need to feel whole, or the things that they need to overcome in their life. And you're receiving that prayer in your home as an inspiration. You become inspired. Someone's praying somewhere for something, for some solution to the problem that they're facing in their life. And as they're praying, you're being inspired. Yes, you're being inspired to take an action. You're being inspired to make a movement. You're being inspired to develop a product or a service. You're being inspired to talk and express a certain wisdom that's coming to you. Are you with me? They're sending it up to Amen, and you're downloading it from Amen. Amen? So, when you get that inspiration, what many of us do not know how to do, we all get inspired, family. We all hit some sort of alignment in the season. Sometimes it's in the summer, and we get inspired and we want to move, and we do what we're programmed to do. And for some of us, that's just Google it, which is cool. Some of us, that's write it down. Some of us, that's, go as far as we can in terms of research. Some of us, that's, register a website or try and make a logo, keep the inspiration alive, which is what you're supposed to do. But many of us don't know how to take that inspiration and bring it into a framework where we can offer it and sell it and immediately get feedback from people who are going to benefit from that service, that product, that wisdom that we're sharing. You get what I'm saying? And this is the knowledge gap that the spiritual game and myself, Mikhail the Energy, is going to assist you in filling. Because that's going to bring my art. Like I said, the two demographics that I find myself serving, three I should say, because the third one is women. Most of my clientele are women. And I don't particularly sell to women. However, I've just noticed that when it comes to spiritual health and the spiritual game, women prioritize that much more quicker than men do, for whatever reason. We could go into that, but we're not going to go into that, And so, on my spiritual game hub, I'm going to be taking my time. I'm going to be doing dedicated lectures, dedicated games for the women. I have some powerful women in my community who are dedicated to serving women, and I'm going to be bringing some of these people into the Spiritual Game Hub to share their wisdom with you on our programs. So I'm really excited about that. I digress. The two demographics that I was talking about in regards to people who spent their life building wealth and other people who spent their life amassing knowledge, spiritual knowledge in particular, they need to meet each other. They need to meet each other and connect. Because in this, where we're at right now, there's some things we can assist each other with. And so, again, with the spiritual game community that I am opening up, I want that conversation to happen between those people. I want that connection, that experience, that interaction to happen, because a lot can be shared, a lot will be shared in that respect. Family, now is your time. I know you've heard that before. You've heard that before, right? Now is your time. Now is your time. Today is the day. Today is the day. It's true though. It's true. It's actually true. There's never a day you wake up that you're not yourself. You look at life through this lens which you call me. You look at life through the lens of me, family. And so what's of utmost importance to you and what should be of utmost importance to everyone, family, is what is going on in your reality, the one that passes through your ears, the brain, that is either opening up, revealing, or blocking the heaven that you were born to experience. Heaven is your right and heaven is your responsibility, family. God does not punish, God does not reward, and God does not protect. That is one of the biggest hang-ups that we have today, is that we have this love-hate relationship with God. And I hear it when people talk a lot about God. It's like, if God is loving, why would he do this? Why would God allow this? Why would God allow these people to suffer? Why would God allow genocide? Why would God allow etc, etc, etc? It's because we think of God as in human terms. You are the human part of God. The only human aspect of God is you. You are you get what I'm saying? God is only a human in you. You get it? Does that make sense? You know, this is not live, so I know you can't respond, but if you're seeing this, let me know if that makes sense. And I promise you, I could do a 2-hour lecture on this little segment alone. God is only human through you, right? So that's the aspect, that's your gift to God, is human life. You feeling me? Your gift to God is human life. Your gift to God is human life. Outside of you, God does not physically exist. Your gift to God, the only way God gets to experience physical reality is through you. And so the best way to honor your creator is by creating in honor of your creator. Is to know that every time you open your eyes, when you look into the blackness of any creature's eyes, and all creatures have it, you are looking at the aspect of them that is God. You're looking at the lens of God. Next time you meet someone or see someone or look at a dog, a cat, a frog, an insect, any creature, you look at them and see the black in their eye. That is God's asar. That is asar's window into this reality. And that is your responsibility to give your creator, Mungu, Allah, Ti, Olodumare, Yahweh, Jah, your creator, the best experience of actual life. Because that is why you are here. And when you understand that, yes, that once you have been brought into existence, it's on you. It's on you to create and mold reality as a expression of your God self. It's on you. And this is why God doesn't intervene in genocide. God doesn't intervene in slavery. God didn't protect this person from being harmed, or because it's not controlled by God, it's controlled by humans, which are the expression of God. God doesn't control what you do. God creates the playground for you to exist. God creates the laws that keep you alive and keep you in creation mode. And God creates the reality that means that you will be ever living. God creates the reality that allows you to live, be born, die, and be recycled back into life. That's God's job. The human stuff, like your decision to go slap someone in the face, and that person's experience of receiving that slap, that's not God. That's you choosing to, that's you, that's what you're choosing to give God as an experience of life. If I go slap someone, that's the experience I'm choosing to give my creator. And the creator, remember, if you're Alpha and Omega, you ain't got nothing to worry about. So my creator is not going to care. If I go slap someone, it will affect me, not my creator. If I go slap someone, I have to deal with that repercussions. I have to deal with the ma'at effects of that, which is the repercussions of slapping someone, the karma that comes about as the result. That's what God creates. God creates the laws which keeps everything in balance. But in terms of punishments, rewards, protection, you control that by your ability to respond. And so this is why you must become a maker and owner of your life, because most of us spend our life blaming someone else, our family, our culture, the government, some trauma, God, some religion. We all blame everything outside of ourselves for our experience. And I get it. There are some aspects of your life that you did not choose, but were absolutely necessary for the game you came here to play. So instead of saying why, which, is normal, but after a while you realize you can't get rid of the trauma that you was inherited, and so you have to transmute it. You have to turn the trauma into something empowering for yourself. You see? And there's many examples of this. And so today, family, who are you deciding to become? What experience are you deciding to give your creator? Do you believe in a creator? Yes, no, doesn't really matter. Whatever you believe in yourself, because that is the creator in flesh. What experience are you deciding to give that? Who are you deciding to become as a result of that? That's what I want to know. And this is what we're building a community around. Let's get in the game, family. I'm going to see you soon. Today, if you're watching this, I want you to DM me the word start game. If you're ready to change your experience of this life. Just DM me the word start game if you're ready to change your experience of this life. Our community is going to be opening up the spiritual game. Get ready. Alright, family. Peace.